Hello everyone, welcome to CFC Fan TV. I hope you're all having a nice Sunday. Hello Elite Spectre, you're the first one. Hi. Yeah, I just thought I'd do this live review because I was actually going to do it in a nice background, but it's too light outside, so you can't really see my face. Yeah, I just thought I'd do this live review after our obviously awful performance against Newcastle. I'm not going to be overly down about it because it's not like it's something that I didn't expect. I think everybody went up there thinking that we'd, put in a good performance, but at the end of the day, that was never going to happen because the players don't care anymore. It was our one chance against Huddersfield to make sure that we could have made top four and got Champions League football. And unfortunately, they royally fucked that up, so it wasn't going to happen. Excuse my language. And yeah, that's sort of the story of our season, isn't it? And if you look at it, we don't deserve top four this season. We don't deserve top four this season. We don't deserve to be playing the Champions League next season. And as much as I have defended Conte, in the fact that I could understand why, his frustrations in the fact that he didn't get the players that he wanted, at the end of the day, he's put out two teams against Huddersfield and Newcastle that I can't even understand. It's you can't defend him any longer. I think I saw his post match conference, whatever you call it, interview after the game, and he didn't look as if he was, that happy. I think he says, oh, yeah, I'll be there next season and whatever else. But at the end of the day, I don't think you're going to be it, my love. Whether you want to be or not, I don't think that's going to happen. And I don't see, I can understand if, putting Barkley in the team today, for instance. Not that I don't like Barkley, don't like Ross Barkley. I think he's a good player, but he hasn't really featured much all this season. And then he plays in a game where, I mean, have we got one eye on the FA Cup? Yes, but it was irrelevant, really. He changed the team around twice now that was doing absolutely amazingly beforehand. If you look at the likes of Man United, we've got to play them in the FA Cup. You lot tell me how the hell, it's all very well saying, yeah, we can go and win the FA Cup. With the team that we've seen the last two matches, there's absolutely no way on God's green earth we can win that game. There's no way that we can beat a Manchester United team who are quite clearly far better than us and performing far better than us and have done all season. So unless he's got something really up his sleeve, unless the likes of Eden Hazard and Willie and everyone's gonna really show up to that game, we're not going to win it. And I don't want everybody to be delusional and thinking that we will do, because it's not going to happen. I'm so glad the season's over. Yeah, me too. I've been waiting for it to be over for the last maybe 2 months, to be honest, because I just think we've been absolutely appalling. And, I travel a lot, like I say, to see these games. And I think as a fan, we always say, you don't expect to win every single game. All you can really hope for is that your, players turn up and they put in a really good performance. And if the other team is better on the day, that's fine. But I don't think you can say that Newcastle United have better players than us. I don't think you can say that Huddersfield had better players than us. Huddersfield, yeah, they were fighting for their lives, but we could have killed that game off if Conte put out the right team. He put out the wrong team. And you saw the Tottenham game today. They only won by one goal, and it was a huge, 9 goals in that game. So had they been really under pressure, I wouldn't have seen them winning that game. Maybe that's just me. But like I say, credit to everybody for just top four. They all agree. They all deserve it. And we don't deserve to have top four this season. Like I said, I've been to Barcelona away when we put in. People say it's the best we played all season, but when you're actually watching it, I mean, you let in 3 goals, not really within 60 minutes, something like that. You can't really say that we've performed well in that game. Thoughts on Vardy? Yeah, he's a great player, isn't he? He's a goal scorer. But that's why I say there's two sides to this. There's Conte should have got a certain amount of players that he didn't do. The board have messed up a little bit this season, but at the same time, they haven't exactly brought in, terrible players. We've had some very good players. And yeah, I just think that it's sort of a combination of both. And I think contests to take a certain amount of responsibility. The board have to take a certain amount of, whoever's in charge of recruitment, to take a bit of responsibility, because we haven't brought in good enough players that fit in with our team. I'm getting tired of it talking about it now. It's same old crap every time. And I listen. I am so glad the season's over. I couldn't wait to get this season out of the way. It's been a terrible season for all us fans. I don't think I've particularly enjoyed it at all. I think the only highlight for me this season has probably been Atletico Madrid away, when I saw us play some fantastic football. And all bar that, it's just been, an absolutely shocking game. Um, Hey Sophie, where was Ramirez when you needed him? Exactly. I love Ramirez, and I'd have him back any day. We've made some pretty poor decisions over the years. I think he is one player that's left far too early. I understand why players get attracted to the money over in China, but at the end of the day, that money's still going to be there when you're at the end of your career because they're still going to want you to come and play, or at least towards the end of your career. And Ramirez is nowhere near finishing yet. John Sophie is manager. Excellent. I would love to be Chelsea manager. God no, don't think I could handle the pressure of that job. Um, you're all typing very fast. How do I feel about the kit? I hate it. I think it's awful. The new kit. I know things times over time we get a little bit more like, oh yeah, that would be nice and whatever, but this one I have to say is my least favourite so far. It's all getting a little bit too posh, I suppose. I love the old school shirts and I'll still wear them, in years to come. Joey Barton manager, no. God, no, no. No, thank you. um, who should we sign next season? It's all very well us asking to sign certain players and whatever, but at the end of the day, we've made some terrible signings over the years, and some of them have just not been, they've not lived up to expectation. Morata being one. That's one thing I will actually say that it's not really the board's fault. I think he's a player that should have lived up to his price tag. He hasn't. I think giving him another season at Chelsea would be pointless. Sophie for director of recruitment. I think I could do a good job, don't you? In who we bring in every season. Um, who will leave Chelsea? What will happen to Batshuayi? Batshuayi I love. I think he's great on Twitter. I think he's a natural goal scorer, and I think he's great. I think he'd be good at Chelsea, but do I see him being our first choice next season? No. But do I think the board need to act quickly and decide on who they're going to have in? Absolutely yes. Lampard as manager, wouldn't that be a day? Yeah, listen, we need a striker. We just need a striker. We've lacked that whole final third. We need a natural goal scorer. We need another central midfielder. We probably need another replacement for right wing, I would say. And then I think we basically more or less be done. But again, it's going to take a bit of time to sort all that out, and I don't think we've really got the urgency when it comes to recruitment, and we always miss out on the best players at the last minute. Icardi, I know you've all wanted him for ages, but who knows? How about Martial for Chelsea? Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about, hasn't it? And some talk about Willian maybe going one way and him coming in. But I mean, I don't really want to lose Willian, to be honest. So I think our problems, we need to sort out who's going to score our goals next season. That's not priority number one. We'd have a striker. We've got Giroud, and yeah, he's great, but I mean, he's always been more of an impact player, and I don't think you can. If Giroud was the answer to all our problems, we would have won every game between now and the end of the season. Abramovich doesn't want to sell Kante. God no, don't see that happening. We need a new assist. Lewis will be back next year. Oh, I don't know if he will. I think that all depends on Conte. I think if Conte is still in charge, then he won't be. If he is, then yeah. But I mean, Conte's going to be gone in the summer. There's no way the board are going to keep him. It's just a money game, isn't it, at the moment? Sack Conte for the FA Cup final. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. But listen, the main point of this live is just to say, the performance today was awful. It's no surprise. We were absolutely terrible. We conceded 3 goals. We netted none ourselves, and it's just about time that. I think you got to say Conte has not done well in his last few months at Chelsea. We do need a new manager now. We do need a few new players. We haven't really improved. The signings we brought in this season to sort of compete with the likes of Man City and Manchester United have not been good enough. Tottenham have a fantastic manager who has started to seal them top 4 every season, so that's great for them. And we haven't really done anything other than make average signings that would have worked a few years ago, but wouldn't necessarily work with the likes of what we have to compete with now. The likes of Mo Salah, every player in the Man City team. We'll take Conte. You get Wenger. I don't think so. I think Chelsea needs to win trophies, and Wenger can't win trophies, so that would be a crazy appointment. I would feel anyway. Jekko, yeah, maybe, maybe. Listen, we need a good striker. We need a good striker. Preferably, it would be great to have somebody with a little bit of Premier League experience. Or, like I say, if they don't have Premier League experience, they just need to be a bit more tougher. You know, Morata is a great player, but I do think he is more suited to a Spanish league, a German league, somewhere like that. Europa League, woohoo. You know, listen, the Europa League is a good competition. There's no doubt about it. I get to travel to some fantastic places, and it is a serious trophy. It's a European trophy. It's obviously just not Champions League. Hazard won't leave this season, maybe next season. Um, listen, Conte won't be here this next season. I really, honestly do not see that happening. Count me if I'm wrong, but I really don't see it happening. Wenger, please stop, guys. Listen, anyway, comment below. It's, like I say, not a good day for us. Thank goodness the season is over. If I'm honest, I can't wait to get the FA Cup out of the way either now. You know, I want us to go to that final, give it everything if we can. But do I see us winning that? No, I'm sorry to say. And yeah, like I say, I really, really hope we just at least put in a little bit of effort in that game, you know, and Conte puts out the right team. I can't see why he wouldn't want to win it. It's another trophy. It's something for his CV. So it makes no difference for him. You know, whether he wins that or not this season. We've had a terrible season all round, and I think the board can see that. But yeah, you know, terrible game today. Thank goodness the season is over, and hopefully we'll make some decent signings in the summer where we can, you know, push forward and really challenge for top four next season and to win the Premier League trophy. Anyway, comment below what did you think of today's game, and I will, you know, see you all tomorrow. I'm going to be in the studio with Rory. We're going to be talking about everything that's happened this season. Go on, you Blues. Have a nice Sunday, guys.